All right, how's it going, everybody? I am setting up here for hole number 5. I am probably, let me see what my rock is. Decisions. So there's some advantage to staying short off the tee here. There's only so far that you want to hit this ball off the tee because it's going to force you to play the trees the longer you drive it. I'm going to tee off here with the rock. Of course, although not absolutely, essential that you do this, I'm going to be doing this for A, accuracy, and B, keeping it a little bit shorter. I'm limited to how much topspin I can put on it, as you could see. I think I was around 40, which is going to keep it a little bit more short off the tee, which is going to keep it. So the thing that you need to consider about this hole is, which never used to be the case, is those trees on the right are in play. So the longer you hit it up in that fairway, the more that they're going to come into play. So what you're going to see me do is play more of the left side of the fairway here, with kind of a mid-distance tee shot. And what's nice about rock is you're going to have plenty of ball guide, so you can see very much where your ball is essentially going to end up and just can kind of go according to that. So one of the other things that you can do is you can put on a 3 power ball for your second approach shot as just kind of a safety net as well. You can see where my opponent is. This is very good. This is pretty much all you want. And you can, as you can see where they were, if you looked at the camera view, the hole was kind of right in front of the trees. So you could kind of see the holes and the trees. And you can see that, more or less, my ball is going to end up similarly based on the ball guide, that it's basically going to his ball. Notice how the wind is right about 7. So you are going to see me, you need to visualize 7 rings out and make sure that's on the fairway. And as you can see, I have that very centered in the fairway, about 7 rings up. And I am just going to hook it from that point. And here, oh wow, look at that. So you might want to account for a little bit more than 7 rings for sure, because it looks like I accounted for maybe about 10 rings, and it almost hit 10 rings. So be a little bit cautious with that. You can see that it looks like I outdrove him, so I didn't even need to drive it that far. And you could see that I was barely working with that drive at all. Like, I really didn't try very hard or anything. It was a very easy approach. And you are going to want to use probably sniper for your second shot to give you that really good ball guide. And, anything with side spin is going to be highly useful as well. So here you can see, that's the main reason that I'm using Katana is for this second shot. It's going to give me the best view to kind of keep it away from those trees and still see the ball guide, as opposed to needing to hit a curl shot. So what the Katana is going to do, hopefully, is eliminate the curl shot entirely from needing to be in played. So here you can see where I can aim to. So you can see power-wise, I'm just going to mess around with things a little bit. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of backspin on. You can see that it's 6 miles per hour. And kind of pointed down towards the hole. So, it's going to be landing up more in here, which I'm assuming hopefully will be enough to get to the hole. And here you're just going to see me play just a couple rings, not very much. Just do it with some curl and just let the wind kind of pull it back to the center of the fairway. And here it comes, shooting down. Good speed. And that's one of the reasons that you see me, instead of cranking up the full spin, like forward spin, to so I can see the ball guide. That'll make it a little bit harder to control the ball. So what you saw, so since I could see that it was downwind and it was probably going to carry an extra 5 yards, I was just kind of playing the minimum I could to just hit a normal power shot, and assuming that oh crap, I should have. Is the other guy already in? Should have forfeited. I'm putting too many holes in here without forfeiting. And this would have been a perfect one to forfeit, for sure. Even though this guy's going to be probably pretty easy to beat in this shootout. We'll see. Now, if you do have big dog on, you shouldn't have big dog on. So, if you need a little bit of extra distance, put Guardian on. It's going to have way more accuracy. And, like I said, you can keep it a little bit shorter than my ball and hopefully just hook it around to the left a little bit more to keep those trees out of sight on that second shot just a little bit more than I did. But you can see in terms of, accuracy, how brutal Big Dog can be. It is a tough club to use. So let's try this again. Let's not try this again, since he just... So good luck with that fifth hole. Like I do believe it's going to be, a real tough albatross to get. Hopefully with some luck you guys can get it. The biggest thing is all the weird hops on the fairway now. It makes it 10 times harder to make than it used to be. It was already hard because, there was a lot of slope changes in that hole, which made it hard to calculate because you had to anticipate the first bounce, which was like an upslope, and then the second bounce, which was usually sometimes an upslope to a flat slope, and then the way that it rolls is down a hill. So with all those surface changes, it was already a really challenging hole to get to begin with. And then they went and put in all those weird bumps, and now it's just essentially pure luck if you get it. So hopefully, you can get that one to drop, or you've gotten at least something to drop from this point. And be on the lookout for hole number 6, as I'm going to be setting up my ball bag here momentarily. And I will see you guys on the next one. Good luck.